Kindly like, subscribe and comment to get daily updates. Arvind Jacob, designated person, pledged 5.24 thousand shares of AAVAS Financiers worth 73.01 lakh rupees via pledged released. Gautam S. Adani and Rajesh S. Adani, on behalf of S.B. Adani Family Trust, Promoter Group, revoked 14.39 lakh shares of Adani Ports in Special Economic Zone worth 51.32 crore rupees via revocation of pledged. Amisha Tipin Kocha, designated person, disposed 4.00 thousand shares of ANUH PHARMA worth 14.13 lakh rupees via a market sale. Bijal Kaushal Shroff, designated person, disposed 4.00 thousand shares of ANUH PHARMA worth 13.98 lakh rupees via a market sale. Dina Satish Shah, designated person, disposed 11.85 thousand shares of ANUH PHARMA worth 42.03 lakh rupees via a market sale. Arun Agrawal, designated person, disposed 2.63 thousand shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 60.12 lakh rupees via a market sale. Dinesh Talnia, designated person, disposed 486 shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 11.18 lakh rupees via a market sale. Hemant Vashishtha, designated person, disposed 600 shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 13.33 lakh rupees via a market sale. Romi Sehgal, director, disposed 1.95 thousand shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 44.27 lakh rupees via a market sale. Shantanu Goa, designated person, disposed 2.23 thousand shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 51.17 lakh rupees via a market sale. Gautam S. Adani, Rajesh S. Adani on behalf of S.B. Adani Family Trust, Promoter Group, revoked 72.00 lakh shares of Adani Transmission worth 176.51 crore rupees via revocation of pledged. Baburaj L.K., designated person, pledged 11.82 thousand shares of Coromandel International worth 88.90 lakh rupees via creation of pledged. Baburaj L.K., designated person, disposed 11.82 thousand shares of Coromandel International worth 87.16 lakh rupees via a market sale. Baburaj L.K., designated person, revoked 11.82 thousand shares of Coromandel International worth 86.08 lakh rupees via revocation of pledged. RAMASUBRAMANIAN Sankaran, director, disposed 25.00 thousand shares of CYBERTECH Systems and Software worth 14.18 lakh rupees via market sale. Significati Solutions Private, connected person, acquired 12.20 thousand shares of Capital Trade Links worth 51.23 thousand rupees via market purchase. K. Ramesh Babu, designated person, disposed 350 shares of DIVI'S Laboratories worth 11 lakh rupees via a market sale. Madhusudana Rao DV, Promoter Group, disposed 13.00 thousand shares of DIVI'S Laboratories worth 4.09 crore rupees via a market sale. Dashrath Bhari Patel, promoter, disposed 75.00 thousand shares of DYNEMIC products worth 1.63 crore rupees via a market sale. Dashrath Bhari Patel Huff, promoter, disposed 25.00 thousand shares of DYNEMIC products worth 54.36 lakh rupees via a market sale. Palak Patel, promoter, disposed 2.50 thousand shares of DYNEMIC products worth 5.41 lakh rupees via a market sale. Atharva Sandeep DANDAWAT, Immediate relative, acquired 2.00 thousand shares of Dhruv Consultancy Services worth 43.20 thousand rupees via market purchase. Jayashree PDA promoter, acquired 2.00 thousand shares of Dhruv Consultancy Services worth 44.69 thousand rupees via market purchase. Himani Sanjay Dhotre revised, designated person, acquired 13.00 thousand shares of Dishman Carbogen Amcis worth 9.13 lakh rupees via market purchase. Bharat UK MP acquired 3.00 thousand shares of Dr. Lal PathLabs worth 30,000 rupees via EICHER. Bharat UK MP disposed 500 shares of Dr. Lal PathLabs worth 9.54 lakh rupees via a market sale. Dr. Arvind Lal, promoter and director, disposed 1.93 lakh shares of Dr. Lal PathLabs worth 36.23 crore rupees via a market sale. Dr. Lal PathLabs Employee Welfare Trust disposed 5.36 thousand shares of Dr. Lal PathLabs worth 53.59 thousand rupees via EICHER. Dr. Vikas Sharma, designated person, acquired 1.20 thousand shares of Dr. Lal PathLabs worth 12,000 rupees via EICHER. Sudhakar Ananda BHAGAVATULA, employee, disposed 175 shares of EICHER Motors worth 37.62 lakh rupees via a market sale. Talbros Engineering, promoter group, revoked 47.00 lakh shares of ELECON Engineering CO worth 94 lakh rupees via pledged released. Central Departmental Stores Private, promoter group, invoked 2.23 crore shares of Future Enterprises worth 34.77 crore rupees via invocation of pledged. Future Corporate Resources Private, promoter, invoke 1.01 crore shares of Future Retail worth 102.17 crore rupees via invocation of pledged. Ganpati Vishwanathan, director, acquired 82.44 thousand shares of GENESYS International Corporation worth 34.76 lakh rupees via market purchase. GRAVITA Employee Welfare Trust acquired 70.00 thousand shares of GRAVITA India worth 36.25 lakh rupees via market purchase. Anil BMBOLI, designated person, disposed 2.50 thousand shares of HDFC Asset Management Company worth 60.57 lakh rupees via market sale. Palash, designated person, pledged 5.32 thousand shares of HDFC Asset Management Company worth 1.28 crore rupees via creation of pledged. Palash, designated person, revoked 5.32 thousand shares of HDFC Asset Management Company worth 1.28 crore rupees via revocation of pledged. BHADS AVAS Financiers, designated person, disposed 700 shares of Housing Development Finance Corp. worth 12.73 lakh rupees via a market sale. BHADS AVAS Suraj, designated person, acquired 250 shares of Housing Development Finance Corp. worth 2.54 lakh rupees via EICHER. BHADS AVAS Suraj, designated person, disposed 2.00 thousand shares of Housing Development Finance Corp. worth 36.40 lakh rupees via a market sale. Pushp Rana, designated person, acquired 5.00 thousand shares of Housing Development Finance Corp. worth 50.73 lakh rupees via EICHER. SANKARANAREYANR, designated person, disposed 2.00 thousand shares of Housing Development Finance Corp. worth 36.59 lakh rupees via a market sale. DEV'S, designated person, acquired 3.48 thousand shares of ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company worth 24.89 lakh rupees via EICHER. Nitin Firk, connected person, acquired 1.59 thousand shares of ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company worth 17.28 lakh rupees via EICHER. Samir Shinde, designated person, pledged 2.85 thousand shares of ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company worth 38.08 lakh rupees via creation of pledged. Samir Shinde, designated person, acquired 2.85 thousand shares of ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company worth 20.38 lakh rupees via EICHER. Avijit Vikram, designated person, disposed 500 shares of IndiaMART InterMESH worth 14.77 lakh rupees via a market sale. Prasanna Rao, designated person, disposed 12.50 thousand shares of Indian Energy Exchange worth 23.51 lakh rupees via a market sale. Pradeep Singh Johar, promoter, acquired 25.00 thousand shares of JAMNA Auto Industries worth 10.95 lakh rupees via market purchase. Mahindra and Mahindra Employees Stock Option Trust, other, disposed 38.54 thousand shares of Mahindra and Mahindra worth 1.08 lakh rupees via EICHER. Ramco Trading Private, promoter group, acquired 100.00 thousand shares of Mangalam Cement worth 2.04 crore rupees via market purchase. Akila Krishna Kumar, promoter group, disposed 76.39 thousand shares of Mindtree worth 8.92 crore rupees via market. Jinesh Gandhi, designated person, disposed 4.86 thousand shares of Motilal Oswal Financial Services worth 33.64 lakh rupees via market sale. GG Holdings PLTD, promoter group, acquired 1.24 thousand shares of Motor and General Finance worth 21.77 thousand rupees via market purchase. HARSHBEE in Zaveri, promoter and director, acquired 7.95 thousand shares of NRB Bearings worth 6.13 lakh rupees via market purchase. Varun Mehta, promoter, disposed 5.00 thousand shares of OMAX Autos worth 2.14 lakh rupees via a market sale. Piramal Welfare Trust, promoter group, disposed 100 shares of Piramal Enterprises worth 1.44 lakh rupees via EICHER. Ronson Traders Limited, promoter group, acquired 1.01 thousand shares of Palash Securities worth 27.47 thousand rupees via market purchase. Deepak Datta, designated person, disposed 5.00 thousand shares of Reliance Industries worth 1.07 crore rupees via a market sale. Pradeep Kumar Jain, designated person, disposed 1.10 thousand shares of Reliance Industries worth 23.37 lakh rupees via a market sale. Sandesh Kadam, designated person, disposed 500 shares of Reliance Industries worth 10.43 lakh rupees via a market sale. FEMELLA Fashions Limited Revised, promoter group, acquired 2.24 lakh shares of Ritesh Properties and Industries worth 23.95 lakh rupees via market purchase. Sanjeev Arora Huff Revised, promoter, acquired 17.04 thousand shares of Ritesh Properties and Industries worth 1.91 lakh rupees via market purchase. Mr. CHARANJIV Dhawan, director's immediate relative, disposed 10.00 thousand shares of Sunflag Iron and Steel CO worth 4.79 lakh rupees via market sale. Surya Roshni Employees Welfare Trust, promoter group, acquired 32.50 thousand shares of Surya Roshni worth 54.36 lakh rupees via market purchase. Amrita Gangutra, Director, acquired 5.00 thousand shares of Tandla Solutions worth 8.31 lakh rupees via market purchase. D. Uday Kumar Reddy, Promoter and Director, acquired 6.95 lakh shares of Tandla Solutions worth 12.80 crore rupees via market purchase. Sanjay Kapoor, Director, acquired 20.00 thousand shares of Tandla Solutions worth 32.42 lakh rupees via market purchase. Seema Kapoor, Director's immediate relative, acquired 10.00 thousand shares of Tandla Solutions worth 16.42 lakh rupees via market purchase. Nakka Gangadhar Rao Revised, Employ, acquired 1.80 thousand shares of Transport Corporation of India worth 4.03 lakh rupees via market purchase. Shweta Talwar, Promoter, acquired 1.60 thousand shares of Talbros Engineering worth 1.35 lakh rupees via market purchase. S. Vaidyanathan, KMP, disposed 7.90 thousand shares of the Ramco Cements worth 55.43 lakh rupees via a market sale. Jayalakshmi Venkataraman, Promoter, disposed 12.60 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 34.23 lakh rupees via a market sale. S. Narayan, Promoter Group, disposed 5.50 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 14.81 lakh rupees via a market sale. Sridhar Sundararajan, Promoter, disposed 14.67 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 39.71 lakh rupees via a market sale. Mithun Joseph Chittilapalli, Director, acquired 500 shares of V-Guard Industries worth 82.37 thousand rupees via market purchase. Sachit Jain, Promoter and Director, acquired 3.00 thousand shares of Vardhaman Special Steels worth 2.10 lakh rupees via market purchase. Vikram Bajaj Huff, Promoter Group, disposed 5.00 thousand shares of VMV Holidays worth 1.80 lakh rupees via a market sale.